Yes. Yes. Finally. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this is actually happening. Okay. So, Justin Houston. I can't even believe I'm about to say this. The Ravens have signed Justin Houston on a 1-year deal that's worth up to $4 million. I cannot believe they got this done. This is crazy. First of all, getting him for that amount, that's wild. This man could have gotten so much more. He's worth so much more. So for us to be able to get him on a deal like this is absolutely fantastic. One of the best signings we've had all off season. This is a guy that can come in and definitely help and impact our pass rushing group. This is what we need, man. This is a veteran pass rusher that can still be effective. He can still be productive. This is a guy I wanted the Ravens to pick up all off season, and they actually managed to get it done. How many times in my videos have I said, go out and get Justin Houston, go out and get Justin Houston, we got to get Justin Houston. They went out and got Justin Houston. I can't believe it. So there's actually some backstory that goes into this deal happening. So we've already known that the Ravens have been, in talks with Justin Houston, and he's been linked towards the Ravens in terms of going there for the last several months. However, we haven't heard about a deal going throughout the entire months. The draft passes, and we still haven't heard anything. We're getting closer and closer to trading camp. We still haven't heard anything. And I'm sitting there wondering, what's going on? Well, for the most part, they're trying to get him, but regarding our cap situation, regarding what he's worth and what he would usually be asking for a guy of his caliber, it was going to be very difficult to get that done. However, something did change. Justin Houston gained more and more interest towards coming towards the Ravens. And it got to a point where this week, he actually reached out to John Harbaugh and said, I want to be a Raven. I want to be in Baltimore. I want to play for you guys. I'm willing to work with you guys as to how we can get the contract negotiation done, and I'm willing to work within your cap. I understand the cap situation for you guys isn't the best, so to work a deal with me out is going to be tough, especially with my value would usually be. So I'm willing to work with you guys as well as work with that situation you're working with the cap, because I want to be here. I want to be a Raven. The only reason Houston is a Raven right now getting signed today is because he wants to be in Baltimore. He didn't have to take this deal. He could have gone to another team and probably got somewhere between 8 to 10 million. But he came here because he wanted to be a Raven. That's what makes this so special. This deal probably doesn't happen if Houston doesn't reach out to Harbaugh and say, yeah, I want to be here. I want to be a Raven. I understand your cap situation. I'm willing to work alongside you. We can work through it and come up with a deal that works within your cap. And that's what they were able to do. I believe with this contract, it's going to hit, I believe, 2.75 million, something like that. Around 2 million of that total 4 million is going to hit our cap. The rest is based on incentives based on, Pro Bowls and all this other stuff. So I think that's what totals up to the 4 million. But about half of it is going to hit our cap. So it does work within our cap. They are able to get them. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. This guy is going to come in. He's going to be productive. He's going to be exactly what we needed with our pass rushing group. We needed a veteran pass rusher that can come in and be productive. I'm so glad we got this man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't think it was going to happen. I really didn't think it was going to happen. I spent all these past couple months just talking about they got to get him. They got to get him. But as the cap continued to get smaller and smaller and all these other deals are being made and, you got to sign off all your rookies and stuff. As the cap just got smaller and smaller, my hopes that Houston was going to be a Raven just started to get lower and lower. And I was just hopeful that maybe they could pull something off. And they were able to. But yeah, a big part of this has to do with the fact that Houston himself reached out to them and said, I want to be here. I want to be a Raven. I understand your cap situation. I'm willing to work through it with you so that we can get a deal that works within your cap, that doesn't hurt you guys, and I can still be a Raven. So, I'm glad that we're able to get this deal done, but I'm so happy that this man really wanted to be here. It's different, sometimes players will just go to teams that are going to offer them the best money. It's about a contract. But, and I understand that. Sometimes that does happen. You got to get your money. But there are times like this where a player really wants to be with the team. Like, it truly shows like that. You see moments like this. If they really want to be with that team, they're willing to take less to go to that team. And I love seeing that sometimes. Of course, I want these guys to get their money. But, sometimes when you see a player that's that dedicated to going towards a certain franchise because he believes him going there is going to help him, bolster his chances of winning a championship. He believes going to this team is the right move because this team is competing for a championship. And he feels like if he's there and helping out, he could help bolster them to a Super Bowl championship. So I appreciate that. And I love that Houston looked at this team. He looked at the Ravens and said, that's a championship contending team. I want to go there. I want to be able to compete. And I feel that if I go there, I have one of the best chances in the league to getting to the Super Bowl and ultimately winning a championship. So I'm just glad Houston is a Raven now. It's been a long time coming, man. It's been a long time coming. We've been working through this for the last several months. I've been talking about this for the last several months. Every time I'm seeing some move being made, I'm like, Ravens, you got to go get Houston. You got to go get Houston. You got to go get Houston. Well, they went out and got Houston. So I'm just so happy, man. This is going to completely, the impact he's going to make for our pass rushing group is going to be fantastic. The amount of pressure he's going to be able to put, just the whole pressure, the veteran presence, what he can teach our young guys, so much he can bring in our pass rushing group, and I'm glad he's here. With this, in my opinion, the team's now complete. I've spoken on this. I said that they can get Houston after all the moves they've made in improving the receiving core, getting, your guys, getting Bateman, getting Wallace, going on, getting Sammy Watkins. What they've done to reamp the receiving group, not to mention the running game's been great with your running group, with J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. Everything on the offense is looking nice. You reamp the offensive line. The secondary was already one of the best in the league, still is one of the best in the league. The linebacking core is getting better and better. It's prime with talent, and these guys are getting better by the day. And the defensive line was good, but I felt that if you had a veteran pass rusher, that whole situation will be complete. Now that we got Houston, the Ravens are finally a complete team. We are ready to compete. We've got our guy. We've got our guy here that's going to help the pass rushing game, and that should do tremendous work for how this front seven is going to look coming into this season. So I'm glad they were able to get Houston. This is exactly what our defense needed, specifically our front seven. This is exactly what we needed. The Ravens are now a complete team, and they are ready to compete. They are ready to try and make a championship run. Now, are they able to pull it off? We'll see. The season's going to be here soon. But for the most part, I feel the Ravens are finally complete. If they don't make another move for the rest of this offseason, which I don't think they're going to do, or no moves throughout training camp, if they make no other moves for the rest from now until the season starts and even through the season, no moves are made, I feel at this point, this team's complete. Coming into the regular season, this team is complete, and they're ready to compete for a Super Bowl. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm glad we were able to get Houston. This is going to do wonders for that front seven. Fantastic job. Way to go, DeCosta. Way to go to all these guys, man. Good job. Good job. But that being said, that's all I got. I'm just glad Houston's now a Raven. So, yeah, that's all I got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.